is Jacquara Groce, and today I would like to speak to you about the important things that you need to know in the Park Springs LLC Employee Handbook. The first thing I would like to discuss is care. What care means to Park Springs is customers come first. Attitude makes a difference. Reduce waste of resources, and everyone thinks safety. At Park Springs, we pride ourselves on believing that nobody is just their title. With that being said, I would like to read to you a message from the Executive Director. This is an old expression that says, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. This expression holds true for a business as well. The overall success of our community depends on the performance of each of you. You are not just a nursing assistant, just a dishwasher, or just any position. You are the foundation of the organization. Each one of us is entrusted with the responsibility to our members, ourselves, and our fellow workers to do the best job we can to ensure success to all. We are dependent on each other. You make Park Springs LLC a success. In order for all of us to do our best, we need to be knowledgeable about this company and be aware of the advantages it has to offer. This handbook brings together information about the history and philosophy of Park Springs, employee benefits, and the policies and procedures which should be continued interest to both new and experienced employees. It is our sincere desire that your employment with Park Springs be a challenging and satisfying experience. We hope that you will enjoy being part of this community and will work enthusiastically with us toward our mutual goal. The company's basic aim is to deliver quality service to all of our members. By meeting our objective, we can be assured of a growing list of satisfied members and continued success of Park Springs LLC. With that being said, I would also like to read to you our mission statement. Park Springs LLC, a for-profit retirement community, is committed to providing services and care to senior adults in a continuing care environment that includes independent living, assisted living, and health care settings. Park Springs respects the rights and individuality of its members. We are committed to serving our members with dignity and work without regard to race, religion, sex, natural origin, age, or disability. While striving to maintain a safe and secure environment, we seek to provide the utmost fulfillment of life to each of our members. Some of the ways we can do that is by following our employee dress code. Dress code will be followed by employees during their respective work shifts. The following guidelines must be followed. Each department director, along with the executive director, will decide upon the proper uniform for each department. There will also be a specific department guideline. The purpose of this is to set policy governing a standard dress code that all employees will follow. The department where there is a uniform must keep the uniform clean, pressed, and without holes or stains. The department director must approve any change or variations to the uniform. There will be a specific department guideline regarding such things as hair restraint, facial hair, and footwear. The following guidelines are for all employees. Good hygiene is a must. You must wear your name tag ID badge at all times so that other employees and members can know who you are and what department you're coming from. Facial jewelry such as eyebrow rings, nose rings, and lip rings, are not permitted during business hours. Jewelry should be worn functionally restrictive. Should not be worn, be functionally restrictive. Dangerous to job performance or excessive. Visible tattoos should be hidden by appropriate department uniform or clothing. No heavy perfume or cologne, and all clothing must be clean, pressed, and free of holes or stains. Do I have any questions so far? Yes, ma'am.
How old do you have to be at Park Springs?
62. We start accepting members in Park Springs at 62, which is considered the early retirement age.
Yes, ma'am. What department are you in?
I'm from the Food and Beverage Department. Yes, ma'am.
What other departments are there?
We also have a security department, a nursing department, a RN department. Here at Park Springs, we have many departments because we do so many things for our members on site, including cut hair and style hair. Okay. Here at Park Springs, we've developed a perfect attendance incentive. A monthly and annual attendance incentive will be applied for full-time and part-time non-exempt employees. This will not include PRN employees. The dates for monthly and annual attendance are based on 26 per pay periods for the current year. Dates may vary from year to year. The monthly incentive will provide an additional 25 cents per hour for hours worked to be paid at the completion of the month ending pay period. Yes, ma'am.
I'm confused by that.
What this means is, if you can go your entire work month without getting any type of attendance issues, lateness, absences, you will receive an additional 25 cents for every hour you work that month. And it will be posted on your last check.
Of the year?
No, of that month.
Okay.
Okay? Now, some of you may not be familiar with exempt, non-exempt, full-time, part-time, temporary, and PRN employees, so I'm going to go ahead and explain that to you. The following terms will be used to describe the classification of employment and their employment status. Employees whose position meets specific tests established by the Fair Labor Standards Act, also known as FLSA, and are exempt from overtime pay requirements are exempt. Non-exempt employees whose positions do not meet FLSA exemption tests are paid 1 and 1.5 times the regular rate of pay for hours worked in excess to 40 hours per week. Full-time employees who work a minimum of 32 hours and a maximum of 40 hours per week on a regular basis. Full-time employees are eligible for all benefits when applicable service requirements are met. Part-time employees are employees scheduled to work an average of fewer than 32 hours, but at least 20 hours per week. Part-time employees are eligible for limited benefits when applicable service requirements are met. They may be eligible for participation in Park Springs Retirement Plan if plan requirements are met. Temporary employees for a stated limited period of time scheduled depending on Park Springs needs. They are not eligible for participation in Park Springs benefits or requirement plans. PRN employees who are scheduled depending on Park Springs needs must work 8 hours per month to maintain this status. They are not eligible for participation in Park Springs benefits or retirement plans.